get to this last segment of the video. And wow, this segment, this live stream is longer than usual. Be sure to hit the like button. It helps us out in the algorithm. Um, or as Savvy Sav said, the algo. So, hit the like button, guys. It helps us out a lot. Um, and also too, we hit 1,200 followers. I mean, 1,200 subscribers yesterday on YouTube. So thank you guys so much. If you're watching on YouTube, for following, following my black ass. I mean, and the other crew too. Okay, we get about Mike and Liz and Travis. We working hard. So yeah. Joy Reid. I at one point I say, yeah, I don't like Joy Reid like that. I think she's a token a Negro, but what they fired her over Israel. She calling out Israel, which I had to look back at it, and the takes were mild criticisms of Israel. Like she really didn't go all in. Um, like she's on MSNBC, but I don't feel bad for Joy Reid firing. I don't. After this video I watched right here, the person right there is shit. Vicky Dillard. Um, she's part of the African Dysphoria channel, which has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So go subscribe to them. I covered a couple of their videos in the past, but this right here, man, wow, man. You know, like people like Joy Reid and Roland Martin and these other token Negroes that the Democratic Party pushes out. Yeah, it's crazy thing is, Roland Martin is not on, he's not on primetime TV anymore. Joe Reid fired. Especially Joe Reid in this instance, like she got what's coming for her. So I'm finna play this, and I'm not gonna play the whole thing out. I'm gonna skip, but yeah, like wow. Vicky Dillard shut down Joy Reid right here, man. I'll tell you that. Here we go.
Because y'all know we don't play the very long clips here. We try to respect our platforms and stuff like that and get to the point. But I want you to get ready to prepare yourself to watch this brief clip. Are you ready?
I hope I haven't missed anyone. It's just my heart is so full. I'm trying to get through it. But everyone who took the time on a Sunday when it was not a regular call to get on this call, I can't even begin. As you can imagine, I have been through every emotion over the past several days. Tasha knows, she's been on the calls with me for some of them. Angela Shirley knows. Carrie Champion's been on with me. Alicia Guards. I've just been talking to we call ourselves our machetes. I've been talking to so many people, but I've been through every emotion from, anger, rage, disappointment, hurt, feeling that, guilt, that I let my team lose their jobs. But in the end, where I really land and where I've landed on today is just gratitude, just pure gratitude, and gratitude not just because people would take the time to get on a call like this, or to take care of me, but also that my show had value, and that. That what I was doing.
Yeah. Stop crying, all them fake tears. My show had value. Oh my God. Oh God. I lost everything. Oh please. Oh jeez. Get out of here.
Had value. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV. And I say this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And then it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you. Where I land is that the moment of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby, or a mom or dad that was killed, or
Oh my God.
When we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted and not just black folks that, or
Uh,
went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country like my parents did and try to make a life and defended them. Um, or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty, defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah Jones put into our spirit that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding of this country, whether it's talking about any of these issues, and yes, whether it's talking about Gaza and the fact that we as the American people have a right to.
yeah, now I'm a fast forward because he continues, but yeah, like yo, Chris, yeah, you talked about Gaza until the last minute. Yeah, like you talked about Gaza since October 7th. You probably didn't even know what's going on in Gaza and Israel before October 7th because you're like everybody else, distant from it. So, all right, guys, now let me fast forward to 1240. Like, this is when things get dicey here.
There's one single video that's responsible for leading over 2,000 Christian men to permanently quitting the P word.
Oh God. Here we go. Nah, this is where I want to be.
It's not about the fact that you cry, it's what you are crying about. Where is my gavel? Talk black to me, somebody. Is Joy Reid, and I also call her Joyless Reid. Did Joyless Reid cry because the Democrat Party refused to give us reparations? Did Joyless Reid cry when the Democrats set up out of Chicago, for example? There are many other places of sabotage by the Democrat Party, their most loyal base after 60 years of voting for them. When the Biden administration was in office and Joy Reid still had her show, did Joy Reid cry about the fact that they pushed for a crime bill and successfully got one for the AAPI community and then redirected money, $50 million just to their community? Money that was already in the government, and the Democrats did that?
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. No, she didn't cry. She defended Biden. She was a Biden defender. You know, that's crazy. Joy Reid is the type of person to defend the Democrats from not doing reparations. Like that's what Joy Reid is, man. Oh my God, bro. But let her continue. She cooking, boy. I'm gonna let her cook. Let Vicky Dillard cook.
And they rejected of doing the same thing for us. Did she cry over that? Did Joy cry when they tried to institute stuff online to silence our voices? Did Joy Reid cry when some of us, like myself, was targeted by a so-called fact-checking group? And they put my name in there to misrepresent me and didn't reach out to me to come after me? Did Joy Reid cry over that? Did Joy Reid cry over the fact that her network? How many of y'all saw my broadcast that I did here a couple of years ago on how Tiffany Cross says tried to come for me slick wise? How many of y'all saw that? Google it. Y'all see it right here in the search engine. Right here on this network. How many of y'all?
It's funny though. It's like Tiffany Cross isn't on TV no more. Joe Reid not on TV no more, and they slander Vicky Dillard's name. It just, yeah, like, boy, that karma, boy, it comes hard and fast, boy. And y'all won't forget too. Shout out to Savvy Sav. She the first one that brought this up. Did y'all know that Joy Reid smeared Brianna Joy Gray, like blacklisted her for coming on to MSNBC and shit like that? I didn't even know that. Like, yeah, like, I was kind of like feeling bad for Joy Reid a little bit. My dumb ass. Like, this is why you need to do your research, guys. Like, because, yeah, she talked about Gaza a little bit. Okay, like, you didn't go in hard like we do, like the other people do. Oh God. I'm gonna let her continue. Like, she smeared Brianna Joy Gray. Like, that right there, man. And Brianna Joy Gray was working with the Bernie Sanders campaign as part of the Democratic Party. So, okay, let me continue.
Outside of the broadcast, where Jamil Hill called herself trying to come for me. She worked for ESPN before they let her go unceremoniously.
That's crazy. All of them
How
got
many of you
gone.
all saw the back-to-back broadcasts that we did on Angela Rye when she was dogging us, dogging people that we love and appreciate, and she crying a river because CNN and stuff, and nobody cares for them, and nobody is coming for them anymore. All of her hopes and dreams of going back on mainstream media and getting into the White House as an aide to Capitol Hill, her dreams were dashed, and she cried and cried and cried and cried some more, and said that she didn't get and her colleague told me he didn't get out the bed for days. And she said she was getting up in the middle of the night screaming randomly, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm not exaggerating. How many of y'all saw the broadcast we did here, family?
Damn, I need to see that.
Why am I bringing that up? The whole time they had those positions, they mocked us. They
So
worked
did.
to silence us. They pushed for policies that they know because we use.
You know what? Let me say this. It's like, I'm not religious no more, but when I was growing up, this term always been said a lot. Like, they said God will make your enemy your footstool. Like, see, those women, those black women, by the way, were um her enemies. See, her channel is successful on YouTube. She got over 1.85 million subscribers. So like, it's not the ATP network channel. It's not really small like us. It's not no other rinky dink random YouTube channel. Like, this is a major player here in the independent media. Now all of them losers don't have jobs on the big stage anymore. Like, people don't watch cable TV anymore anyway. But they like, they crying about losing their jobs and all that stuff. Wow, they were making fun of her, smearing her, and all them motherfuckers lost their jobs. Boy, that's so true right there, man. Wow, make your enemy your footstool every time. Wow.
Alternative media, they were pushing for policies that would censor us so that we would not continue to be a competitor to their voices. How many of you all know that the statistics?
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure at that time they saying, "Damn, this Vicky Dillard woman, she's speaking truth to power." Or they pay me a lot of money to fucking lie and gaslight to my audience. Like, yeah, yeah, they trying to censor, not me, that I'm irrelevant, but platforms like her. Yeah, and look what they are now. So, yeah.
And the statisticians and the demographers show that more and more folks are trusting us, listening to us, and that the cable news networks and legacy media is losing authority and power. Yes?
Yep. And I was pretty sure that legacy media played a big part of why YouTube algorithm is tailored towards, when you look up news, you always see a CNN clip or MSNBC clip or Fox News clip. But still, like, people are choosing to watch independent media. Like, you can tweak all the algorithms you want, but at the end of the day, like, people tired of hearing State Department talking points. Like, I want to hear somebody that's raw and uncut. I know you can't be raw and uncut on YouTube anymore, but at least you're able to speak your mind. Like, you don't have a teleprompter in front of you. Like, you behind a camera. Yeah, you got a microphone. Yeah, your camera quality is crap like mine. My camera quality is horrible, but yeah, I need to get another camera. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, people like that. People like when you, like me. I might suck at podcasting. I'm not good as Liz and Mike, but at least I'm speaking my mind. So, um, so yeah, and Vicky Dillard definitely speaking her mind. And now those losers that smeared her are basically without a job legacy media wise, and Vicky Dillard winning. So Boy.
How many of you all know Joy was about that life? Now she's sitting up here talking about the fact in that clip, well, I went hard for Black Lives Matter.
I know that's bullshit.
She said that she discussed and she does not apologize. What else did she say? For standing up for the LGBTQ community. She said she does not apologize for standing up on behalf of immigrants who just come here to this country for X, Y, and Z. Family, with her arrogant self, they still chose to silence the very large Black grassroots voice and those that represent them like us, like voices like mine that have been doing this for years, and that did it in my own unusual way when the rest of the world mocked me. Joy's buddies, her network, which I brought up a minute ago, MSNBC. How many of you all know that before they fired Tiffany Cross a couple of years ago, that network, MSNBC, specifically her show, Tiffany, she specifically called out one of our Black grassroots voices and told their audience not to listen to us. I gotta
See what I'm saying? Karma is a biatch. Boy, that karma come hard and fast. Don't listen to your own people speaking truth to power. Black people, man, we do it to ourselves, man. Like, that's a Black person told people not to listen to another Black voice. Instead of Tiffany Cross using her platform to uplift Black voices, these people rather smear people that actually do something that they can't do, because you on cable news, you read a script basically. It's like it's like watching a TV show, you know. Like yeah. Let me continue. Let me let her cook.
emphasize that because I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Joy is crying because she wants us to feel bad because she feels like her voice, her show has been stopped. Meanwhile, she was willfully, knowingly, and intentionally working to sabotage, silence, prevent, frustrate, fall, and stop and demolish our voices, which were your voices.
Yeah.
Did Joy Reid bring on anybody like a Vicky Dillard?
Hell no.
We're looking for homeowners with invalid state.
Hell no. Shit. Hell no. She would not bring on Vicky Dillard. Vicky Dillard would shut shit down.
To test our new 24-hour bathroom remodel service.
Sorry for the ads, guys. I don't know why these pop up randomly now.
They tried to silence us, and they were effective to a small degree until they weren't. Until we continued to do what we continue to do. Somebody was talking about me the other day, and I made this statement about how consistent I am. I didn't care if it was 200 watching me live on different networks I've been on, different platforms I was on, or 2,000 or more. I didn't care if a video this day got 2,000 or a video the next day got 200,000 or 20,000. I continued to be consistent with getting out the word, the information, the knowledge to my people. And over time, the very people that was mocking Vicky Dillard, even when I was in the hospital for some procedures, I even went live a few times in my hospital gown. Y'all, that was crazy.
Wow.
Some of you all was mocking me, saying, look at Vicky's fat face. Not knowing that I was sitting here dealing with a serious illness related to my organs, and was shot up with all kinds of medicines from the doctor's office, including steroids, prescriptions, biologics, and a whole bunch of other stuff so they can help get my body under control. And I was still going live. I ended up finally upgrading to a different.
All right, guys. I'm finna fast forward to a few minutes. Yeah. See, when you're down, people always say shit about you. That's people for you.
Of them all, the biggest boulets of them all. The biggest shuckers and jivers of them all.
All right.
After they officially helped Biden get into office, remember they started ignoring Reverend Al Sharpton. Remember they started ignoring Urban League. Do y'all remember that? They started ignoring all the black bootleg type and so-called civil rights groups. What happened? How many of y'all remember Reverend Al Sharpton and them exposed them on their platforms? And that forced Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to answer their calls. Because remember, they came out and said, they're not even answering our calls no more. So what did he do? What did Kamala Harris do? They were forced to meet with them by Zoom.
Remember that?
Zoom meeting.
Oh, yeah. I'm finna play it Zoom meeting. Hold on.
Joe Biden admitted something. And the media tried to spin it. They tried to say, well, he didn't mean it like that, or it was out of context. No, baby. Did Joy Reid cry?
Speaking of that, I'm finna play that right now. I got it right here. I got it ready for y'all, man. Doing the damn thing. Got it for y'all. Hold on. Let me switch my screen right quick. Hold on. Oh, yeah, baby. I got receipts. This is exactly what Joe Biden said. Here we go.
Win is to go after hate with hate. We have to convince people. We have to move them. Move them. And one of the overwhelming reasons I won, by the way, is because we took on racism in suburbia. White women overwhelmingly voted with me, and black women were the two places where it was overwhelming because we spoke to those concerns. And Vanita, you know what I'm talking about. You and I have talked before. I don't carry around a stamp on my head saying progressive and I'm AOC, but I have more of a record of getting things done in the United States Congress than anybody you know. Anybody you know of getting things accomplished. And that sounds so self-serving. I know that. But this is going to really be hard. This is going to really, really, really be hard. And let me conclude and turn it over to Kamala, who says, what the hell am I doing with this guy right now? But all kidding aside, I've known you my whole life, most of you. I've worked with you my whole life, most of you. I've been around doing this for a long, long time. I don't always get it right, but I always take responsibility. When I get it wrong, I acknowledge I got it wrong. But my overarching objective, if we cannot make significant progress on racial equity, this country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me? Minority white European.
You hear what he said? You hear what he said? Oh my God. But Joe Biden is not a racist, though. Okay. Let me continue a little bit more, and then I'm going to go
And
back
you
to
guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Oh, God. Y'all hear this? They being quiet as fuck, too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Biden. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got to work with the Hispanics. Man.
The raw numbers. We're going to have to be working with a whole group of people that, in fact, are the single most diverse democracy in American history and anywhere in the world. And we got to figure out how to unify this country. And you've been the leaders of being able to do that. Not a joke. And so there's some things that I'm going to be able to do by executive order. And I'm not going to hesitate to do it. But what I'm not going to...
All right, guys. So you heard that. Wild. It's totally wild. But back to Vicky Dillard. Finna her cook some more. Oh, God. Oh, Lordy. All right, guys. Back to Vicky Dillard. All right. Sad to play for content.
And did Joe Reid do any broadcast on the fact that Joe Biden said that America is doomed, not only because of black folks? And then he said that because white folks in America are getting ready to be the minority here come 2040, that they're also doomed? Did Joy cry when he said that? Did she cry when he said, and y'all gonna have to work with the Hispanics? As soon as he said that, mainstream media went out to try to put out little stuff online to say, well, it's out of context. He was making a larger point. No. Did Joy cover that?
Racist.
Did Joy do back-to-back broadcasts and cry when Joe Biden said that we ain't black if we don't vote for him? And then she sit up here talking about she spoke up for Gaza. I'm not going to get off into all that, but tell the truth. She wasn't even talking about them folks in Gaza until the last minute. It got so out.
Exactly. Yeah, like I realized that towards the end of Biden's presidency, or towards till the ceasefire, she started talking about Gaza. Like, in his mouth, like you didn't go in hard enough. Like, if you're gonna talk about Gaza, it's a very serious topic like that, you need to at least go in on all of the points. Like, don't go in on some of them. You know what I mean? But yeah, I realized that. You know, I'm about to give Joy Reid credit for that. Nah, you don't get no credit for me, especially after you smeared one of our lefty comrades, Bree. Oh hell no.
Outrageous. She was forced to say one or two things, and even then she didn't even say nothing strong enough because she was getting so much backlash for not saying nothing at all. Now she's trying to fix her legacy, so now that she out, it'll look like she was about that life.
Yeah, I realized that.
I stayed on top of you for years because she worked tirelessly and relentlessly. And like I told y'all before, based on information and belief, I believe she was in direct contact and was getting direct talking points from either Hillary Clinton or her camp to make sure that the stuff that she was saying was always making sure that it would undermine and silence basically what we're doing by pushing whatever the hell it was that the Clintons and the Democrat Party told her to push.
Oh, yeah.
Before I end my time here, I'm going to give you a couple of things of why this is important. There's so much I could say, and I very likely will do.
All right, guys, I'm going to skip now to the last segment.
It's not a day. It's a season.
Against us.
And
go. Now the chickens have come home to roost. Quickly, I have this article up here. When I'm talking about that these are the voices of false prophets, your modern false prophets, I didn't even give the team this article enough time, the producers a time enough to get this article up. I don't know if y'all have time to put this up or not either.
No, before she get to it, I'm gonna pull up myself because, you know, Andre Morton, as he does, I'm gonna start doing. I pull up receipts too as well. Like, yeah, like this is one big show, guys. This is one big game. This is a game. Like, I mean, what else can you say? Let me share my screen. Read that. I know she about to say it too. It says Hannity tells Santorum he helped prevent Joy Reid from being fired. This was from 2021. It says here. It says Fox News host Sean Hannity during a Monday interview with Rick Santorum, who was just fired by CNN, said an NBC executive thanked him for defending MSNBC Joy Reid and helping her keep her job. When Joy Reid was in trouble, I was called by an NBC executive who said your public comments played a big role in us being able to keep her, meaning her job, Hannity said. She wrote me a nice note. Oh, a nice note. A nice, beautiful note. And I'm doing Trump. In 2018, it says MSNBC anchor Reid was facing criticism for her offensive blog post. In her blog, Reid shared a Photoshop image of Senator John McCain that depicted him as a murker in the 2007 Virginia Tech mass murking. She also wrote a promoting a Loose Change, a 9/11 conspiracy documentary, co-produced by InfoWars founder Alex Jones. Oh God! So yeah, so Sean Hannity saved Breonna Joy Gray's job, but I thought Sean Hannity and not Breonna Joy. I'm sorry, Bree. Joy Reid and Sean Hannity, I thought they was on different sides of the spectrum. Like, why would they be cool? So it shows me that all of these motherfuckers are friends. Same with the Democrats and Republicans, guys. They all friends. They pretend like they hate each other, but at the end of the day, they go golfing, they go to those wine parties, whatever the fuck you call them, they fancy ass parties and shit. You know, and shake hands and shit. Like they pretend like, you know, she about to get into it, but I'm finna get into it now before she bring it up back to Vicky Dillard. But like they need each other. Like Sean Hannity needs Joy Reid and Joy Reid needs Sean Hannity. Like they eat off. Oh, I ain't saying it right. They feed off each other. So yeah. Now I'm finna let Vicky Dillard finish cooking. Oh man, this is so good. Yeah, so good, man.
Either way, this is the article that I discussed several times. What's this article? This headline, family, is from 2021. This headline says Hannity tells Santorum he helped prevent Joy Reid from being fired. I know y'all said, Vicky, I know you ain't talking about Fox News, Hannity. I know you're not talking about Rick Santorum, the political guy and the guy that's on CNN and stuff. Yes. Why in the world would Fox News come out and do something of the sort? Listen to this headline. I don't have time to show it to you, but just so you know, I'm not lying to you, because I know everybody, you know, on this network, they do everything professional, baby, and everything. So I don't have the article to put up. I want you all to look it up when you get a chance. This particular article I'm reading from is from The Hill. Headline, Hannity tells Santorum he helped prevent Joy Reid from being fired. This is from 2021. I've been talking about this for years. I use this article as just one example of the fact that I knew they was going to get rid of her to supplement what I was always saying, and I was prophesying to her early on that they was going to let her go. She was just a tool for them to use. What does it say? Fox News host Sean Hannity, during a Monday interview with Rick Santorum, who was just fired by CNN, said an NBC executive thanked him for defending MSNBC's Joy Reid and helping her keep her job. Quote, when Joy Reid was in trouble, I was called by an NBC executive who said your public comments played a big role in us being able to keep her, meaning her job, Hannity said. She wrote me a nice note.
It's all a game.
This was one of many things I was discussing. Why did I bring this up? Even though I was telling y'all a long time ago they was going to eventually get rid of her. And why was I using all this evidence over the years to prove my point? I used Sean Hannity and Fox News to let you all know it's a game.
It's a game, baby.
Was fronting. They love the Republicans. They love Fox because they...
I got to clap to that. I clap to that. Let's clap, guys. Let's clap. Yeah. Boy, I told y'all Vicky Dillard was cooking. I told y'all she was cooking, baby. Yes, sir. Oh, man. It's a game. Like, I mean, us leftists been telling y'all this. Like, y'all actually think that these motherfuckers hate each other? Like, they need each other. Like, yeah. Like, do y'all know Democrats and Republicans have the same donors? Like, that right there should tell you, like, Facebook donate to Republican politicians. They donate to Democratic politicians. Like, along, you know, Facebook, you know, yeah. Like, that's a good example. Like, come on.
Bounce off of each other. Do you all know that that's how ratings work? Do you all know that Fox News' rating is higher because they're more effective in placating the needs of their very biased and anti-Black audience? But they got to have a Black face in order to be effective and keep attacking them. So one of the reasons why Sean Hannity of Fox News was fighting to keep Joy, because he needed a face to keep punching at for his audience. When you look at the multi-trillion-dollar war bill that your government can't account for the last several audits, both sides are for it. Both sides are against you getting reparations, Black family.
Yes, sir.
They want you to pretend like there's a major difference between the two parties.
Shit.
They'll disagree on one thing or another, so that when in fact it's really controlled opposition.
Yes.
They give you the appearance. I grew up in Mississippi, and on the weekends, my grandparents and some of my family used to watch, what is it called? WWF? WWF. Now, when I was real young, like 5, 6, 7, that I didn't know that at that age that it was really fake. Talk back to me, somebody. My granddaddy would be sitting there, talk like to me somebody. My mama would watch. My grandmama, y'all ain't hearing me today. The whole family was sitting there watching WWE. I didn't know till about some years later. Oh, this ain't real.
Wow.
And you can know it's not real because the condition of your situation has not changed.
Exactly.
When it comes down to reparations.
No matter if, like we said, like this is what me, Liz, Mike, this is what we've all been telling you guys. Like, no matter who was in office on election day, no matter what was Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, shit will not change. like people, like you think I'm supposed to be more knowledgeable than the average American, I guess, right? In terms of politics, right? You know, I fell for the Iggy Biggy. Like, I knew Donald Trump was gonna do this stuff. I like if Kamala Harris won, I knew she wouldn't do all. I knew she wouldn't help us out. Like, neither one of these people will give a shit about us. And then Donald Trump. This is one more thing that gets me. I think I told people this. People literally got mad. I said, you know, Donald Trump donated to Kamala Harris's campaign in California when she was Attorney General. People are like, nah, Andre, you lying, man. Stop lying. Nope. No, I wasn't lying. They looked it up themselves. Now, she did give the money back. She didn't take the money, but still did it. I mean, like, that right there should tell you all you need to know about these people, man. It's all one big club and you ain't in it. I'm gonna let her finish a few more seconds and I'm gonna close it out.
You ain't got nothing in both sides about that life. When it comes down to war and funding endless wars, both sides agree with that. How is that possible? How is that possible? We talking about the immigrant stuff. How many of y'all know that one of the most solid and effective immigrant bills that passed was under a Republican? Mr. Reagan. And when you ask, especially a lot of the Hispanic immigrants right now, talk to them. Most of them love Reagan. And you probably saying, why in the world would they? He's the one that helped to give some of them amnesty. They like to pick what allies they want for white supremacy because they knew, like Joe Biden said, that America was doomed because of black folks. And it was doomed because they knew eventually that their numbers, white folks' numbers were going to be low. So they were looking for which immigrants they prefer best to be their allies, to keep them in power. When their numbers continue to decrease. I could say so much more, but I'm getting ready to stop. I'm just bringing out.
Wow. So, yeah, y'all. Vicky Dillard, she came with the receipts, baby. Like, you know, again, like, I'm kind of feeling, I wouldn't say I was feeling bad, but, yeah, like you do your dirt and think you're going to get away with it. Like, eventually gonna catch back up to you. Like, you know, instead of you having Vicky Dillard on your show, Joy Reid or Tiffany Cross, instead of y'all uplifting each other, like, we need all the black voices. I thought we all supposed to be on one accord, you know, but apparently we're not. I mean, when you controlled by the Democratic Party, like those two are still probably, yeah. And now she's crying. Oh my God, I had substance. Oh God. I mean, please, man. Nobody buying that shit.